In every Mortal Kombat game, you of course have the classic ladder towers where you fight multiple characters up until the boss, and then you get your own ending for the character you played the tower with, and of course Mortal Kombat 1 is no exception. Usually I never really cared for any of the endings in the NetherRealm Mortal Kombat games in the past, because mostly they're just what-if scenarios that had no chance of being canon. But that is not the case in Mortal Kombat 1. Every single ending in this game actually has a realistic chance of being canon in the next game, and I like how all the endings are intertwined with each other like in the 3D era games. And so in today's video we will be covering the top 5 best endings in Mortal Kombat 1. Before we get started, if you don't want to be spoiled of the endings in this game, don't watch any further. Also, sorry if I sound a bit off in this video, I am sick right now. And should I be making a video right now? Probably not, but if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go check out some of my other videos, and if there's anything you want to see me cover in a video, let me know down in the comments below, and if I make a video about it, I'll give you a shout out. Don't forget to join my Discord, a link to that will be in the description, and without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Number 5. Smoke. Smoke's ending in this game might actually confirm something about Takeda for this game, a future DLC, or the next game. In this ending, it sees Kuai Liang and Smoke setting up the Shirai Ryu for the protection of Earthrealm since the Lin Kuei have changed their roles. When Smoke is alone, he's attacked by a ninja and Smoke defeats him. At first he thinks it was a Lin Kuei sent to kill him, but he realizes it's just a random ninja that attacked him out of desperation since he was poor. He sees himself in the ninja since he takes the ninja into the Shirai Ryu, and it turns out this random ninja is actually Hanzo Hasashi. Now how this relates to Takeda is, I think in the future of this timeline that Hanzo will be Takeda. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Kenshi doesn't have a son in this timeline, and there really isn't any other character that was also a part of the Shirai Ryu that can be Takeda unless NRS make an entirely new character for him. Number 4. Scorpion. I like this ending because it opens up more story potential for future games. In this ending, Scorpion and Smoke are setting up the Shirai Ryu. They get Harumi to help them too. And they don't make this clan just to protect Earthrealm, they form it also to take down the Lin Kuei, defeat Bihan, and so they can restore the Lin Kuei's honor. Now you might be asking that, we've basically already seen this in older games, the Shirai Ryu versus the Lin Kuei, and to that I say, we have never, in any Mortal Kombat game, seen the Shirai Ryu as a clan fight the Lin Kuei. The only Shirai Ryu that has ever had any conflict with the Lin Kuei that we have seen is Scorpion. Think about that. This rivalry is massive in Mortal Kombat, and we've only seen one character represent one side in that rivalry, being Scorpion. This opens up so many possibilities, and with added twists like the characters, Smoke and Kuai Liang are now with the Shirai Ryu, and with the possibility of Hanzo being Takeda in the future. And the Lin Kuei would have Bihan, Sector, Cyrex, and it makes me so excited for what the future story modes could have in store for us, and I cannot wait to see it. Number 3. Rain. I really like Rain's ending in this game because it has a lot of character development in this ending, which is surprising because you never really get that in character endings. This ending is tied to Havoc's ending too, and I really like that. In this, Rain is on the run from Mileena's forces, and he makes a deal with Havoc that if he destroys the capital of Sato, aka the Order Realm, then Havoc will protect him from Mileena. Rain casts a massive tsunami to destroy the capital of Sato, and it completely destroys the city, leaving nothing left, and thousands were killed. Rain felt horrible after this and actually turned himself in and was arrested. What I like about this ending is what I mentioned before, character development. In basically every game he's been in, Rain has been an arrogant and prideful demigod, and that's kind of all he's ever been. But in this ending, he genuinely regrets what he did and gets rid of his big ambitions and his ego and is humble, and his only ambition is to be forgiven. What I also like is Havoc. This opens up so much more story potential with Havoc and the Chaos Realm Sato, and I'm so happy we're giving those realms attention. We never get to see any of that, and we haven't seen it since like 2006, and I really hope NRS expand on that potential in the future. Number 2. Kung Lao. Kung Lao's ending teases what the next game could be entirely about. I know the last two I talked about how they have stuff that could be in the next game, but they wouldn't be as big as this one. In this ending, Kung Lao starts training Shujinko at the Shaolin, but over time Shujinko becomes arrogant and his ego becomes bigger and it becomes a threat to the realms. Liu Kang, Raiden, and Kung Lao stop him and manage to wipe his memories, and they start training him from scratch again. The problem was Kung Lao couldn't teach Shujinko humility, and this humbles Kung Lao, so we could see in the next game Kung Lao being the more humble character like he was in Mortal Kombat 9. Not to say I don't like the arrogant Kung Lao, I actually prefer that version, but we always see that version of him. I can't talk much about how this will be the plot of the next game without talking about the next ending, but I can see Shujinko's ego becoming bigger and this all happens again. You might be saying, but Shujinko's always been a humble character in Mortal Kombat, making him a villain would be a disservice to his character, and you would be right, and I will get to that in just a minute when I get to our next entry. Number 1, Reiko. Now, I am not a fan of Reiko in this game. Originally, Reiko was a smart and strategic soldier who was the general of Shao Kahn's army, but in this game he's just a generic soldier and his whole personality is where it's the only thing he talks about in this game. But I really like his arcade ladder ending here because in it teases the long-awaited return of Onaga. In the ending, General Shao is regaining his forces to overthrow Mileena, and he's been successful in doing that, but one thing he's missing is a doomsday weapon, as he calls it. In this timeline, Onaga was never killed, instead he was captured and was trapped deep within the mountains of Outworld, and now Reiko has to go free him so he can destroy Mileena's army. You can still say that he was the former ruler of Outworld, it's just he was never killed, he was just imprisoned. I really hope they actually follow up on this because it's about time Onaga returned as the villain in a game. There's no way General Shao can be the villain because we just can't take him seriously after losing so much in Mortal Kombat 1's story. I think NetherRealm is definitely going to be giving Shang Tsung a break now, which I think is for the best, since he's been the main villain for 2 games in a row now if you count Aftermath. There is nobody they can use except for Onaga, and it's about time. What I was saying earlier about this ending possibly being tied to Kung Lao's ending is that Onaga convinces Shujinko to help him, maybe he mind controls him or something, and they team up and the two of them are the main villains together in the next Mortal Kombat game. And so that's about it. If you agree with this list or disagree, let me know down in the comments below. But if you enjoyed this video, go check out some of my other videos, and if there's anything you want to see me cover in a video, let me know down in the comments below, and if I make a video about it, I'll give you a shout out. Don't forget to join my Discord, a link to that will be in the description, and thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you all later. Thank you.